سلام ستاره خانم. It's February 5th, 2015. Can you see the clock from here that I mentioned to you while I was making that video when I was on campus? It's back there. Since it's the winter, the leaves are not sitting on that tree, so you might be able to see it's way back there. But anyways, let's go back to that map on the wall. All right, let's just learn a little bit about geography because it's very important. Because it's good to know where the rivers are, where the forests are, where the mountains are. Because everything, as far as life goes on this planet, it's interconnected. And it's a beautiful planet. And we want to make sure we take care of it because it takes care of us. So let's just learn the names of a few countries, both in English and in Farsi. First, let's go to, you guessed it, Iran. That's where I was born. I was born in Tehran. And my parents were born right there in Hamadan. My parents were actually born in the villages around Hamadan. And we used to go there in the summers, not all summers, and not sometimes for too long, but a few days, sometimes 10 days in the summer. And I always loved going there for two reasons. Now that when I grew up, I kind of appreciated it a little bit more. Back then when I was younger, we just liked the fact that we were away somewhere nice and cool at nights, because in the summer it was really nice and pretty. And it was somewhere different. Plus, back then, they had donkeys there, and we never rode donkeys in Tehran growing up. They were there, but we never rode them. And so we'd go there, ride the donkeys, and that was really, really fun. Another thing was, we learned how those villagers lived with so much dignity, even though they had very little, but they lived a really dignified life, and I took that away. I learned that from them, that these people, even though they don't have electricity, they don't have running water, they are very dignified and live a good, beautiful, healthy life and don't bother others. So, another thing is that apparently my uncle that lived in the village there, he was the only brother that stayed in the village. The rest of the brothers, my dad and others, went outside, just left the village for a different life. But that uncle that stayed there apparently recommended to my dad that I should be named Hushang, because apparently there was a teacher there that used to teach in those villages, and his name was Hushang. Because my name is not a very common name. But I'll tell you more about my name. So anyways, let's look. I like us to unite these countries together a little bit more so that we can actually put our energy to advance the human cause and help each other out, and at the same time be good to the planet. So that's one of my projects, but you'll learn about it later on. That's one of the reasons I'm wanting you to learn Farsi or any other second or third language, is because I'm expecting other people on this planet to do the same thing. Okay, I'll leave that there. Let's learn some other names. India, I like India. China. Oh, I forgot. India in Farsi is Hind. It's called Hindustan, but for short we call it Hind. China, Chin. Japan is Japon. Japon. Okay, obviously I'm going to run out of time on this video clip, so I can't cover everything. So I'm just going to cover just a few more so that I'll have enough time to write them down for you. United States, that's where you were born, around Oklahoma City, city of Norman, right there. And United States of America. Let's see, that's Brazil. What else? Let's say Egypt. Oh, Egypt is Misr. United States of America. In Farsi, we just call it America. America. Brazil. Okay, we already said Egypt is Misr. We already said India is Hind. Iran. It's funny, some people here wrongly call it Iran. I laugh every time I hear it, but I don't say anything because I don't want to hurt their feelings. All right. Oh, Indonesia. They've got so many islands here. We call it Indonesia. Indonesia. All right, that's enough for right now. Let me write them down for you. Oh, while we're on the subject, let's look at this long river. That's the longest river in the world. Let's call it the Nile. It's not the biggest river, it's just the longest. The biggest river is right there, the Amazon. It's got so many branches. All right, let's write these down. Okay, let's start. Okay, I'm going to write down. Let me see if I can get the lighting right here. Indonesia. This is how you write Indonesia. 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 In Farsi, we call it Indonesia. Notice I write from right to left in Farsi. Indonesia. Okay, we said Iran. I-R-A-N. Iran, and we write it like this. Iran. Okay, let's see. We said Japan. Did I say Japan? Yeah. Notice I'm using all capital letters just so that you can see the letters easy, a little bit easier because of my cam. Now Japan, in Farsi when we say it, we use je. See 3 dots? That's like a je, Japon. That's a pe, and I put this little comma on top, make it sound like a o. So Japon. Okay, I said China. C-H-I-N-A. China. In Farsi, it's Chin. That's a che. That's a e. Chin. Okay, that letter sometimes sounds like a yeah, sometimes sounds like a e. Here it sounds like a e. Chin. Okay, I think I mentioned India. Oh, okay. India used to have a poet. He's passed away now, and his name is Tagore. I like him. India. Remember India, I said it's Hindustan, but for short we call it Hind. Hind. That sounds like a H. It's a he. That's how my name starts. When I write my name down, that's the first letter I use. Okay, that's India. We talked about Egypt. Egypt. Misr. That's a me, that's a sat, sounds like a se and re. My handwriting, since I'm going to this side and I'm holding this camera, that's why I cannot stay online, but you get the message. Okay, we said that. Did I mention Brazil? Yeah. Brazil. B-R-A-Z-I-L. Z-I-L. Okay, I'll write it down right below because I won't have it wrong. Brazil. In Farsi, it sounds almost alike. Brazil. Brazil. Okay. Oh, of course, America. United States. Okay. I'm going to just write down America here because I'm going to run out of room. Oops. And when we write it in Farsi, look at that alif. If you put a little hat on it, makes it sound like ah. So we call it Amrika. Amrika. Okay, that's Indonesia for Indonesia. Iran for Iran. Japan, Japon. China is Chin. India is Hind. Egypt is Misr. Brazil is Brazil. America, America. All right, you can practice later on, whenever you have time. Right now, I'll say Khuda Hafiz and I'll go upload this video.